as a country, we are pretty late in metro. So it's not only about the city, and although it started, the first metro, you'll be surprised to know that the first metro came in Calcutta, and that was in 1984. And it was for a very short distance, but after that, we forgot about metro as a mode of transport. And only after Delhi taking the metro, people started realizing that what is metro. And when it was completed, then uh, people started taking the advantage of that. And that was the time when the Bangalore also started thinking on that platform. So it all started in the, I can say, early 2000. It started the thought process in Bangalore that we should also have a mass rapid transit system. But you must be remembering at that point of time there was a lot of discussion whether to go for metro or whether to go for monorail. And that discussion took almost about 4 to 5 years. We were not able to come to a conclusion. So I always say that was that debate of mono and metro. It took almost about 5 years to settle, and then we decided that okay, fine, let us go for the metro. And at that point of time, see, metro is one organization which needs lot of expertise. So it's not like construction of the road that suddenly you form a company and you have enough people and you can get people from here and there. So the building of a metro is really, really very difficult, and we also face that problem. And that is the reason the first phase, the entire planning, starting from the DPR to conceptualization and everything, was all done by Delhi Metro. So on paper it was Bangalore Metro, but the most of the work was done by Delhi Metro. Even today our old files are still lying in Delhi Metro. And then we have a general consultant, which used to be the rights, used to be the general consultant for us. So virtually they were driving the metro, and there was hardly any expertise in Bangalore Metro also. And that was the first phase, and total dependency upon Delhi Metro. And that's how we started in 2006. This BMRCL was formed as a joint venture of Government of India and Government of Karnataka, 50%, 50%. And we started working with a very skeleton staff. We took the same building, which we in BMTC, and the phase one started getting completion from 2011 onwards, and it went up to 2017. There's a little bit of uh, hiccups in that. You might have heard about that tunnel boring machine getting stuck up near Majestic, so that took a lot of time. At that point of time, nobody was knowing that how to bring it out. So the whole well was put from the top, and then the TBM was broken into pieces and then taken out. So that was a learning process for that. And then we started thinking that how long we are going to be dependent on Delhi Metro, because Bangalore has a tremendous potential as much as Delhi. And that is the time in phase two we decided that everything is going to be done by Bangalore Metro. So that journey started somewhere about 2016 when we started recruiting people, and thanks to railway and thanks to National Highway as well as Telecom Department, they spared their officers, and many people who were working as general consultant with us during the period of phase one, they all joined BMRCL as on contract basis. And then we started phase two, and but phase two again it was supposed to be completed 2 years back. So now we are completing totally in 2024. By 2021-22 we are supposed to complete the entire stretch of phase two, but because of 2 years went in COVID, that was one major thing. There is a lot of typical land acquisition issues, which you may be aware that uh, uh, which took a lot of time. In fact, but now fortunately we have sorted out all the land issues pertaining to phase two. So we are on the track, and right now with the last inauguration which has happened in just before the election, when our honorable Prime Minister inaugurated the Whitefield to KR Puram. Now we are at 69.9 kilometer of operational network, and we are number two in the country, marginally more than Hyderabad. But very shortly, because another 70 kilometer of work is under progress, and which will be completed by say December 2025. 23, we are targeting another 30 kilometer roughly. So, and it will keep on going. See, metro is especially in a bigger city like Bangalore, where you have already crossed 10 million population. Metro is never ending. So you'll keep on seeing some metro work getting somewhere. So that's how. And then in the beginning, it was a very short stretch, starting from Bayapanalli to MG Road. So people were taking more ride for fun and experiencing rather than so. So we went through a very gradual increase in the operational route length and as well as the uh, passenger also. And pre-COVID, we touched somewhere about 5.7 lakh roughly we touched the ridership. But after that, the COVID hit, and then the ridership came down drastically. And post COVID also, it took a lot of time for people to get the confidence traveling in metro. But one good thing was that because we have zero tolerance as far as the cleanness of the metro is concerned, as far as the safety part is concerned. So people have that confidence in metro that, and we took a lot of precautions on during the COVID also. Like in fact, I was many of the time I was criticized that most of the organization have done away with the mask. Why you are insisting? The reason was that you are moving in a closed compartment, and the chances of spreading it. So, but today I can very happy to share with you that last 2 days continuously I crossed 6 lakh. I myself is surprised that how that is happening. So we have reached to the pre-COVID situation, and we have crossed 6 lakh ridership on a regular basis now. And this is a story which will unending. It will keep on unfolding. So, like for example, in the month of July, we are planning to start our KR Puram to Bayapanhalli link. That is a 2 kilometer link which will start, and I'm expecting that with that we'll be touching about 7 lakh ridership. And then next target is, so along with this KR Puram and Bayapanhalli, we'll start Kengeri and Chalgatta also. So the whole line from Whitefield to Chalgatta will be completed. The east-west corridor will be totally completed. Uh, as far as the north corridor is concerned, going up to BIEC, it may take a little bit of time because we have the issue with the Nice Road. I have to cross the Nice Road for putting the girder. And then the big, after that, the big will be coming in December 2023 when we'll be operationalizing our Bomsandra to RV Road. And then the next will be in December 2024, hopefully from Central Silk Board to KR Puram. And then 25 will be like your KR Puram to airport. That is the last thing. And but parallelly, we have sent one more proposal. That is the phase 3 proposal. And that is starting from JP Nagar 4th phase, and it will go up to Hebbal and merge with the airport line from the other side of the ring road. So it will go via Banshankari and then Dr. Rajkumar Samadhi, and that area it will cover. And one a stretch of about 12 kilometers that will be coming from Hosahalli to Magdi Road. So the total it will be about 45 kilometers. And then last year budget, the then Chief Minister announced a new line that we call as a 3A. That is starting from the Sarjapur village and then coming to Iblur Junction. From there it will go to Kormangla, Shantinagar, then Bangalore Palace, Kaveri Junction, then go to Hebbal and merge with the airport line. So Hebbal is going to emerge as the mega center as far as the metro is concerned. So there are going to be 3 stations in Hebbal, 2 elevated and 1 underground, and all will be integrated. And then the journey will continue. Like so, we have many more projects in pipeline. There is a lot of demands are coming. So, but one thing is that metro is a very capital intensive project, and in today's date, it is costing me about 600 crore per kilometer, including all the rolling stock and the signaling and everything. But if you are going underground, it touches about 750 crores. So it's a very time taking also. Like you take any project of metro, the minimum gestation period is about 4 years, not less than that. So there is no metro in the country which will be able to complete within 4 years. If you are able to launch phase 2A by December 2024, it will be a record time to make a stretch of almost about 14 kilometers. So this is the history of Bangalore Metro, and it's a long journey that we have our comprehensive development plan, and we target of by 2031 we should have a 317 kilometer of metro network. But my expectation is that with the pace at which the Bangalore is growing, I will not be surprised that we go even up to 500 kilometer and become the longest metro network in the country. I always say that metro is a way of life. So, see, the whole idea is that you start from your home, nicely dressed up and everything, and then if you are not going your own car, if you are taking other public mode of transport, by the time you reach office, you are all your sweating and all those things. So metro is one thing that you come from your home, you are entering into a air conditioned mode of transport, and then you are moving to your office. The only thing I say that you have to develop a habit of walking 500 meter to 1 kilometer, and ultimately when all the network is completed within Bangalore city, within 1 kilometer area will definitely have a metro station.
Yeah, I was
So
about to ask you about the last mile connectivity.
Ha,
How do we
so
address it?
the journey in metro is really fantastic. In fact, my daughter travels very frequently in metro and keeps on giving me some suggestions that Papa, you should do like this, do shall like this. My son also enjoys traveling in that thing, and whenever we get the
What are
opportunity,
those suggestions?
I don't want to share here because it's like praising my own family, but they keep on telling me whenever they go that this thing is missing, this is what you can do, and those kind of things. So, and I'm also very open kind of officers, like my number is known to almost everybody, not only in Bangalore Metro. When I was in BWSSB, BMTC, all the places, my number is known to all the people, and I get direct access to the people. So many people, many journalists also, like Lalita is one of among them, that who will keep on sending. Many more people they keep on sending, and many of the initiative which we take are based on the suggestions which we get from the people, because that is a very big ocean of wisdom, I can say, that everybody is seeing from a different perspective, and every criticism may be, or it may be suggestion, we take it very very positively, and we always try to see that this thing is fulfilled. So that is our way of working. It's a different kind of organization. BMRCL is not a typical government organization, so the working is totally different.
I will talk.
See, that this is one issue which is the most burning issue, that the first mile and the last mile connectivity and the multimodal integration. So these are two very important things. Now, uh, as far as the first mile and the last mile connectivity is concerned, one is the BMTC, which has to provide the feeder buses, but for BMTC also, it's not a very economically viable kind of project. So, in fact, we are talking with BMTC, we are in touch with DULT also, that can we develop a model where the BMTC is providing the feeder services, but whatever the loss that they are incurring because of providing these services, whether that can be sustained by government. So the ultimately, see, what is the whole purpose of transportation in the city like this is that the people should get a seamless kind of transportation. And ultimately, when you have a seamless transportation kind of thing, comfortable, it adds to your economy. It adds to saving of time, increasing the efficiency of your system, and that is going to give you better GDP for the state. More and more investment is going to come. So if tomorrow people come to know that Bangalore is a city where you can travel from any place to any place with a fantastic last and first mile connectivity, people are going to move. Every company is looking for that. So it's a win-win kind of situation. So we are working on that. We are BMTC is going to buy. They've already bought some 9-meter buses. Now we discussed with them that why don't you buy some 6-meter buses also, so that it will be easy to maneuver. But More than BMTC, it is the uh, two-wheeler which is going to play an extremely important role, not as a ownership, but as a service. So, like for example, your bike taxi kind of thing. When I was in the transport department, we came up with the bike taxi policy, but till now the rules are not framed and all those things. So, you can call the bike, or say nowadays the Ola, Uber, many three-wheelers are coming. So these are the fantastic way of the last mile and the first mile connectivity. And but at the same time, we have to focus on improving the footpath, especially in the area of the metro within 500 meters, so that people feel more confident in terms of installing the cameras, better street light, better footpath. So we are working on that with the DULT. But as you rightly said, if you improve the first mile and the last mile connectivity, the ridership will increase by at least 30 to 40%, because most of the people are facing that problem, that how to reach the metro station. But this first mile and last mile connectivity will gradually come down as your network is increasing. So I'll just give one example. I'm staying in Dollars Colony. Now today, if I have to catch a metro, I have to go to the sandal soap factory, which is quite far. But tomorrow, when the phase 3 is coming, I will have a metro station right 400 away from my house. So it will become very easy for me to walk to that place and catch the thing. But that is going to take time. But in the meantime, many startups are coming who are trying to give a single solution for your ticketing, where you can book the bike, auto, taxi, BMTC bus ticket as well as metro ticket in a single go. So a lot of people are working, and this is a big challenge, but it will take little bit of time. No, parking is not a problem. See, as per the Bangalore metro part is concerned, uh, we have parking lot for two-wheeler also. Four-wheeler we don't want to promote, because we don't want to people to use four-wheeler and coming to metro, because unnecessary wastage of place, like in one. But we are promoting for three-wheeler, two-wheeler, cycle also. But cycling on a busy day in Bangalore is still a challenge, especially on the main roads and all those things. So we have tried on the outer ring road. It was successful. So those facilities are there. Those facilities are there. There is demand for, why don't you allow the cycles to be carried in the metro train, but it has its own problem. Like, so I allowed the folding cycle, I have permitted, because the full-fledged cycle, it becomes a problem for the other passengers, because and so, but folding we have permitted, but parking, yes, it is available at almost every metro stations. And yeah, 11:30, 11:45.
People working night shift.
See, the issue is of economy. See, the point is that we get money for the capital investment. State government also provides, central government also provides. But when it comes to operation and maintenance, I have to generate my own resources and run it. Nobody is going to provide me that money. And the first thing is that unless you have a very good frequency of metro, it does not solve the purpose. So if I'm running metro in the night with a half-hour frequency, it is of no use. Nobody would like to go and stand at the metro station for 30 minutes to catch a metro train. So that is a big challenge, running the metro in the night. The economy is so only on the important day, when the IPL matches are going on, we run up to 1:30 in the night, or some function is there, big function, or like for example your Lal Bagh flower show, or some other kind of mega event, then we run. But in general, we stop at. After that, it is not viable, and there are safety issues also. Like maybe that one person is sitting in a single coach, nobody else is there. Plus, to run the double shift in the night, also you have to have more implies and all those things. So the cost goes very high. It is not economically viable. Those issues are there, but as I told you that for every hour of running a metro, if I'm not having enough footfall, it's a big hit on the on our revenue. So
Sunday morning, even if you start at 5,
certain routes. For
see
example,
what happens.
this
5 a.m.
See, you know the person are coming at Majestic, but where they have to go, we don't know. So there are people who want to go in all the four directions. So if I run even only for one direction, that is not possible. So I have to run at 5 o'clock train to Bayapanalli also, to Kengeri also, to Nagsandra also. All four directions I have to run. So that is the only thing. And it all boils down to your income. Maybe at some point of time, if I am cash rich, I can think of, okay, fine, let us start and give some these kind of services. So, but we have a good timing nowadays. Like Bangalore, the people are generally starts moving around 6 o'clock, 6:30. But as yes, if you are coming from a short distance from Davangere and Shimoga, you reach early in the morning, 4:30. That issue is there, but maybe in the long run it will be taken care, not immediately. See,
correct, Lalitabh.
see, different people have different reason of not traveling in the metro. So one of the reason is that there are many people, in general, they want a, freedom of movement kind of thing, that I should start from the house on a four-wheeler and I should be free traveling around in Bangalore wherever I want. Now those people are never going to come on the metro. So even if you see in a well-developed city, the number of car per person is much more than what we have in India. So that crowd will never come to metro. Now the crowd which is going to come to metro is the people who are traveling by BMTC buses, but that is just a transfer of mode of transport from one mass transport to another mass transport, which is not very useful for the city. So the prime target are the people who are traveling by three-wheeler and especially the two-wheeler. So two-wheeler, we take a lot of awareness campaign, and we tell them that, look, the two-wheeler is not a very safe mode of transportation, and we keep on saying these things to people. See the number of deaths happening in the road accident in Bangalore, and the highest number is the people of two-wheeler. But what happened that COVID has played a very major role in stopping people moving to the metro, because COVID time, lot of people they bought two-wheeler, and they are not leaving that two-wheeler because they have invested 60,000, 70,000. So, but we are targeting them. But the another target which we are doing is that directly talking with all the IT parks and the big apartments. So, for example, in the Whitefield area, we are working out the feeder services not on the regular route of BMTC. So we are working BMTC, DULT and Metro, we are all three working together that let us chalk out a route which is covering almost every IT park in the Whitefield area, as well as the big apartments where at least there are 100 flats. So that these buses are going and stopping right at the gate of the residences. So we are talking about that. So that is one way of solving this your last mile and the first mile connectivity also, and attracting people that they can. And we are trying to run AC buses rather than running the non-AC buses. And at the same time, we are in talk with lot of companies also, that why don't you shift from the cab service to giving a metro pass kind of thing to the people, like a smart card with a limit that, okay, you give some 3,000 rupees that I am going to recharge your metro card. If you are spending more than that, you do that thing, and providing the connectivity right up inside their campus. So many people have taken, like recently ITPL has taken. So ITPL, the people who are going to ITPL, they are gradually stopping the provision of cab to those employees, and they are saying that you take metro and directly come to the office. The similar thing is going to be done by G Electricals also. Like Boss is in touch with us where they want to take a connectivity from our Laksandra metro station directly to their campus. So we are in touch with these, like Embassy is going to take up, Bagmane is taking at 4 places, Manata is coming forward now. So this is another kind of culture we want to develop, that all these big builders and the IT park developers, if they can take a direct connectivity from the metro station to their campus, which will be 300, 400, like Infosys Foundation, they are taking from Electronic City 1, it's about 700-meter foot over bridge, and all the people who are going to work in the Infosys campus are going to take metro and going on that. So this way we have to come up with the ideas, and recently I attended one more conference organized by the SIRE organization, where this was the issue of discussion, and I requested all the corporate agencies that please come forward, because the issue of transport cannot be solved only by the government. Everybody has to come together as a public, as a corporate entity, and then only we can solve the problem. So different ways we are working out. Let us see, but we are expecting that with the metro network, the traffic will come down by almost about 20. If you go to Whitefield area today, it's not as crowded on the road also as it used to be earlier. So just by 28,000 people traveling by metro. But the moment I connect KR Puram to Bayappan, it is going to be 1 lakh. So your roads will be empty in Whitefield area. So the metro is a game changer in the city. Metro is a game changer in the city and very safe mode of transport. And the third thing very important, that we are working on the transit-oriented development. So the whole idea is that densify the metro corridor, so that more and more people are living on the metro corridor, and allow them to go for the mixed-use development like residential, commercial, offices, so that your working place and your staying place is very close. So metro can go to your residence also, and metro can go to your office also, and this automatically takes care of your moving around in the city. We are also promoting shops inside the metro station, so that you need not go to the market after coming back from your office. While going from the metro stations, you can buy some grocery and the ready-made food and all those things. So as I told you, metro is a very new thing for our country, and especially for Bangalore. But if you go to Japan like Tokyo, you will not see any traffic on the road. No bus, no car, no two-wheeler. Everybody travels only by metro. And they just grab something from 24/7. They will go to the metro, eat there only, go to office. We will also reach to that stage at some point of time. So. No, in fact, we have a very, very close working relation with traffic police, and recently we started this prepaid auto. It was with the help of traffic police only, and they are assisting us at all the 5 metro stations, and even during the construction also they are our backbone. So if they don't control the traffic properly, then construction of metro becomes very difficult. And the challenge in Bangalore is that here we are constructing the metro where the traffic is in full. It's very, very difficult, very, very challenging, because if you are doing a greenfield project, it's very easy. So like for example, from Hebbal to airport, it's very easy for me to work because it is not on the main road. But if you see the outer ring road, it's a nightmare for us. If night any phone rings, I get panicked that what has happened, some accident has happened or something has happened. So traffic police is helping us a lot, and they also come up with many ideas. Like for example, at KR Puram. Now if you go to the KR Puram, your waiting time at the KR Puram has come down from almost 12 minutes to 3 minutes. And it was a result of a brainstorming session with BBMP, traffic police and BMRCL, that how we can unlock this thing. And we did it very successfully without any problem, because we were having some additional land on the side. So we just put 2 subway kind of thing where the bus can go, and that whole junction has become very free. So traffic, we are like full time in touch with the traffic police. Even the traffic management outside my metro station is very important. Otherwise, it will become a nuisance for me if the auto people starts parking in front of my metro station. So they don't listen to our people. Like they only listen to the person in white shirt and pant. So and luckily we are since we are all part of the government, and there is absolutely no problem as far as the coordination part is concerned. No, because see, no, 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 not at all. I will not advise because the experience which we are having in India, that unless you reach a threshold population of 20 lakh, yes, you should not start metro. Otherwise, it will become a white elephant. The agency will bleed. As I told you, it's very, very capital intensive, and even the running cost is also very high. So if you're not getting that kind of footfall, like for example, I don't want to name the city, but I know 4 or 5 cities where the metros are bleeding. They get a ridership of 20,000, 18,000, 25,000. You can't run metro on this. For those kind of places, it is better to run the, like for example, your neo metro kind of thing, or multi buses, like 3, 4 buses joined together, electric buses, that kind of thing. That will be much more useful than going for metro. Metro you should touch only when you reach a 30 lakh population. Then only it will be economically viable. But the moment you reach there, you should start working on that. So like for example, Lucknow is doing, it will be a successful metro because it has almost about 40-45 lakh population. It will be very successful. But city like very small city like Mysore, if you start metro, it will not be successful. Hubli, Dharwad, it will not be successful. So now the focus should be that how to take this rapid transport to the suburban area. Like for example, your Hoskote, your Devanhalli, Bidadi. These are the places, if you can either through metro or through K-Ride, if you can reach to those places, then the city will start decongesting. That people will start working in Bangalore and living in Devanhalli, working in Bangalore, living in Bidadi. So that kind of arrangement, like for example, if you go to New York City, the city is covered by the metro and the outskirt is covered by the high-speed rail. And all these stations are common. So like your ground floor is the metro, you just go there and move to the first floor, your high-speed train is ready there. You sit in that, go travel 60 kilometers, 70 kilometers. So if you go in the night time, your New York City will be like a ghost city. You will not find any person like, and this is the happening in every mega city. So that is the way we have to do in our, hopefully K-Ride will be able to take up all these issues in future. That's not in K-Ride is a suburban rail. So now the work has just started. But as I told you, these are very, very costly affairs. So it is not going to be like K-Ride. The whole network will take at least 5 to 10 years to come up, complete that thing. Like our phase 1 itself started in 2010, ended in 2017. Our phase 2 started in 2016. We are already in 2023. The fastest will be your 2A and 2B, which we started last year, and we are hoping that by 25 we'll be able to finish.
Will there be integration, sir, once it is done, both metro and suburban?
Yeah, because we are crossing at multiple places, and with the present line, what K-Ride has decided, we are crossing almost about 9 places, and all these 9 places we are providing a foot over bridge between the K-Ride station and the metro station. So not only K-Ride, like if you see today, my work is going on to connect with KR-Puram railway station, with Yashwantpur railway station, with our Bangalore University railway station. So wherever there is a railway station within a span of 700-800 meter, we are connecting. The Whitefield metro station is going to be connected with the Whitefield metro station. So there is a seamless connectivity between the metro and the railway and the K-Ride, as well as the KSRTC major bus stop and the BMTC stop. Like for example, Bayappanhalli, we have from metro Bayappanhalli to Bayappanhalli railway station. So these kind of things are coming more and more. So you start from your home. If you are traveling to Chennai, you directly go to the metro station, go to that place and move to that railway station. Like so,
Integrated kind of.
because that is the need of the time. Because unless we integrate, people are not going to move to the public transport. Because once you leave the public transport, and again, if you want to travel on a 3-wheeler or a 4-wheeler kind of thing,
Yeah.
people are a little bit hesitant. Yeah, we have data, some data we have, and that is available with the Pollution Control Board, and there is a reduction. There is substantial
On the
reduction.
corridors.
on the corridors where the metro has just started. Metro has just started because this is one mode of transport where you are not creating any pollution. The pollution is being created somewhere in the village where the electricity is being generated. But fortunately, in Karnataka, our major production is coming from the hydro, and the solar also has come up in a big way. So that is the thing.
What is the company? Solar? Is it growing?
Solar we have oversaturated in Karnataka. So we are number one. Number one in the country.
Powering metro.
Selling
No,
of
not
some.
powering metro. Generally, okay. He's questioning about powering metro. Yeah. Metro, powering metro.
So powering metro, yeah, powering metro is a very interesting question you have asked. So, we are trying to be independent from BESCOM, to be very frank with you. So, we first started with only 1 megawatt solar plant, and now the work is going for 20 megawatt. So, all the phase 1 metro stations rooftop we are covering, and we are covering this Whitefield also. And in future, wherever the metro stations are coming, we are going for the solar panel on top, and that will take care of at least 30 to 35% of my energy requirement. Another thing which we are doing is there is something called brake energy. So when you put the brake on the train, the energy, the friction will create the energy, and you have to catch that energy and put back to our feeder. So that work also we have started, regenerative energy, and we are expecting that my electricity bill will come down by 20% without doing anything. So every time I reduce the speed of the train, the electricity is going to be generated. So we are working very fast on that. So gradually, but one good thing is that metro is subsidized by BESCOM to some extent. So the charges are slightly 1 rupees 50 paisa less than what the other people are paying.
As the cost of is much higher because of the terrain also. It's a very rocky.
See,
Boring and all that. Does it cost much more than any other?
see, if you feel the cost of construction, it's in metro, it's just steel and cement, and then you have a train, and again if you come to the rail, it is all steel, and the prices are gone like anything. Your cement prices 10 years back, and now your iron prices 10 years back, and now. So because of that reason, the cost has gone up very high. Especially the trains also are very, very costly. The one coach cost me not less than 10 to 12 crore. So if I have a one train which has 6 coaches, it will cost me about 70 to 75 crore. Even laying of track is very, very costly. The civil structure is just 40-45% of the cost. The another 50% goes in the putting of the track, rolling a stock. Signaling system is very costly. Telecommunication system is very, very costly. So all this together, it becomes very costly.
What about the manpower? I mean, right from your engineers to men who do it,
See, one thing in that in BMRCL we have two part. One is the project wing, other is the operation and maintenance wing. So we have two kind of staff. So the permanent staff will be only in operation and maintenance. Project, all people are on contract, starting from top to bottom, because we cannot afford to have permanent staff. Today I have the work, tomorrow I may not be having the work. So this is the way we make a balance. Even in the operation and maintenance also, a lot of activity of maintenance are being outsourced. So that two things, one is that to improve the efficiency of the maintenance, and the second thing is the cost effectiveness. But as far as civil construction work is concerned, it's mostly because of the increase in the steel and the cement prices. Labor cost has increased like anything. That is another factor which is things.
So your labor comes from Bihar?
No, labor come from Bihar, Odisha, Jharkhand. These are three states. More from Odisha and Jharkhand. More from Odisha and Jharkhand, and Bihar also. UP is also from eastern UP. A lot of people come. In fact, now we are facing a major problem of carpenter and barbender. And in metro work, everything is steel and shutter putting. So tremendous shortage. You go to any project place, you will have a shortage of bar bender and carpenter. So most demanding. Today I was discussing why can't we start some kind of training courses for the normal workers so they can become a bar bender. And because what happened during this COVID time, a lot of people they went back home, and for in 2 years they were out of this labor business, and they started some other activity at the home, and they are not ready to come back to this. So major problem, like हमारे in our own contractor they are fighting. One person is giving 1,000 rupees, the another person will come, Aja Baba, I'll give you 1,100 rupees. He will run away to that person. So heavy demand, heavy demand. That thing is.
How different is BMRCL compared to other metro stations, metro in the country?
See, every organization goes with the history and the people who were at the hem of the affair when the organization started. So very rightly you have asked the question that the work culture in Bangalore Metro is different from the work culture in Delhi Metro. It is different from a work culture in Nagpur Metro. Karnataka, the best part is that it's a joint venture between Government of India and the state government. And so the chairman is Secretary Government of India Urban Development, and the MD is appointed by the state government with the consent of central government. So, and as far as the day-to-day activity is concerned, a lot of power have been delegated to managing director by the board. So the functioning becomes very, very easy. Many metro don't have this kind of delegation of power. And another very good thing is that in Karnataka, if you see the history of the MDs of Bangalore Metro, I should not boast about that, but there's always like very senior, matured people have been posted, starting from the very beginning. Shivshalam. Huh? I don't know whether IT or not, but they are definitely IAS. They are definitely IAS, and so the work culture is very good. As far as the interference is concerned, I can tell you that I can tell very frankly it's a zero interference. So I can tell you it's the most professional government organization in Karnataka as of now, where we get support from everywhere, from Government of India also, from the state government also. We never face shortage of, many metros are facing shortage of money. Not from Government of India, but from the state government. The state is not able to give their share. So because of that, the work is getting affected. Karnataka, we have never faced a situation where my budgetary allocation has not come. In fact, every year from Government of India as well as state government, we get the more than the budgetary allocation. At the end, they will ask whether you are in a position to spend money. You want more money. We always say that yes. So last year also, I got 500 crore more from Government of India. From a state government, we got about 290 crore additional. As of now, I have 2,000 crore sitting with me. So money is not a problem. Second very important thing is that the work culture, when I'm talking that, how fast you are making the payment to your vendors. So the system which we have, that once the contractor submits the bill, the technical wing cannot take more than 15 days in submitting the bill. If they are not submitting within 15 days, they have to give an explanation that why this bill was kept at technical level for 15 days. And once it comes to my office, within 1 week, the payment has to be made. Otherwise, the Director of Finance has to explain that why the bill has not been paid. So because of that reason, the work is very fast. Your circulation of money is very fast, and the contractors have the faith. If you are working today, tomorrow I am going to get the money. So that is work culture is extremely good, no harassment, nothing, which may not be true in case of all the other places. So these are the culture which have been developed in Bangalore Metro from very beginning itself, and fortunately it is still continuing. So I proudly say that this is one organization where I worked. I love working the way it happens, like decision making and everything. It's all our own decision. I don't have to go to, for every small thing, I don't have to go to either Government of India or the state government. So that improves the efficiency, which is very obvious. You may be seeing the way the work is going on. So,
Yeah, that is there visible in services also. So
and
it's
sir,
fast, it's efficient.
but
it's fast.
another one thing is that the technology has changed. So what technology was available at phase one, we have much more efficient technology. Like for example, now you must be seeing that we are lifting 25-meter girder, and evening you will not see the girder, morning you will see that the girder is there. So it's like pre-stressed concrete structure where the entire casting is done on the ground, 20 meter, 25 meter, and in the night it is loaded on the truck with the help of 4 or 5 cranes. We lift and put on top of that. Then we are going for the precast pier cap also. So no in situ. अभी आपने नहीं देखा होगा कि मतलब we are putting the scaffolding and doing the except the pillar part which is in situ, all the remaining part are all precast. So it saves huge chunk of time, and traffic movement also is not troubled. So we generally start after 10 o'clock in the night, and by morning by 5:30, 6 o'clock we stop it. We could have further increased the speed, but when sometimes we work in the night, we get complaint from the residents also that allow us to sleep for at least some time. Okay, so we generally after 10 o'clock we don't do the noisy work till 6 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise,
Small things. This networks don't work. I think on the except some Airtel, Vodafone, and other things. Everything underground. Is anything being done to that?
no, but as
In
far
a
as
way, it's good. When I finish and go to underground, my phone won't work. The next 5-6 minutes.
in metro,
Yeah. Vodafone won't work. Sir.
Yeah.
that must be problem of Vodafone, not metro
Maybe
problem.
basically I understand. Airtel works.
Uh-huh. See, we are open. Whichever organization approach us, because we have fiber inside the tunnel, and any agency which comes to us, we provide the connectivity. And in future also, in fact, we are going to put more and more towers, and we are going to put 5G provisions also, that in future if any company wants to put the 5G network on the metro pillars, the travelers should get a seamless 5G connectivity. So, but if any problem is coming from operation side, maybe that they might not have taken the optical fiber. It's a little bit costlier thing. So the moment you go slightly inside the tunnel, your phone will stop working. But our effort is that whosoever wants, we are open policy. Please take it, pay the fees, and it is one of the earning for us. Like we earn about 29 crore we earn annually from this optical fiber and the telecom towers. And we are expecting that with the 5G and other stations which are going to come up and all, it will double in the next 2 to 3 years.
The earlier, this is copy, they used to say, they have built it so well, but in a matter of time, see what will happen to the stations. There'll be farm stains everywhere. It'll all, the stations will become very bad very soon. There were a lot of cynicism initially when they launched, saying let us see how they'll maintain it and all. It's going to be a very big challenge maintaining.
Yeah.
The amazing thing is that maintenance is
No, see,
very good. Even at 11:30, you go in the night, there are people mopping, cleaning.
yeah, because see, these are all privatized now. So these are all outsourced, and we only monitor. And recently, I introduced the face recognition system. So earlier, what was there? It was only the manual attendance, and sometimes biometric was done. But in that also, the cheating was happening. Like, so see, generally there is a tendency when you outsource a activity to private agency, there is always a tendency from the private agency to engage less people and bill for more. Which happens at all the places, and it was happening to less extent, but it was happening in metro also. So we introduced the system of face recognition that the biometric will not do. Okay, so with that, now it is extremely difficult for any operators to do this kind of cheating kind of thing. So if I'm paying for 500 people, 500 people have to be there, and it's like the cleaning is very good, but we spend a lot of money on the maintenance of the building also. So like for example, your tunnels, now these are all 10 years old tunnel, and we are going to take up a exhaustive repair of these tunnels. Not that it has got damaged or anything, just a preventive repair. So we are going for, already the survey has just started, where all these weak points can be identified, and so that we can go for high pressure grouting. So that will increase the life of the tunnel. Pillars also we are doing. Every month we do more than 100 pillars. It's done through the sound frequency, that we put the sound frequency inside the pillar, and that will tell me that if there's any cavity has been developed inside the pillar. And the moment we come to know, we do the high pressured. You might have seen, when if you go to Tumkur Road, many of the pillars you will see a lot of holes from all the sides. If you notice, that is the high pressure grouting which have been done. So we keep on checking. It's a continuous process. Like in the night, our people will go and check the bearings, like the viaduct and the pillar. In between there is a bearing. So that's a very critical part. So we keep on replacing this bearing after every 4 or 5 years. So see, in general, Bangalore has a very good work culture. That is what I can tell you, because not because I'm in this cadre, but I have seen that department to department, if you compare with other estates, we have very good culture, and people take their job seriously. And in metro, we have a lot of cross checks and balances, so nobody can fraud or anything like. So there are teams which go in time and all those things. So I'm very happy that you are appreciative of maintenance of metro. That is there.
So you're originally from Karnataka?
No. I'm originally from Bihar, but for the last 30 years I'm in Karnataka. So
So why IAS? It's after.
see, during my time, I did my BTech in 1990. And if you see the option at that point of time, there hardly any option. There are only two options, either to go for a government job or go abroad. Uh, I was not interested in going abroad because I enjoy my country. I believe in only one thing, that I may earn less, but if I'm staying at my birthplace, it gives another kind of fun. The sense of ownership, basically, कि भाई मेरा देश है, मतलब ठीक है. So that was the reason I decided I am not going to US. And when you are staying in India in a government job, there is no better job than what I am doing. So, and then being from Bihar, there is always a pressure from your family and the peer group कि भाई DM बन जाओ, DM बन जाओ. They don't know that DM is only 3 years of our service career. So in Bihar, every parents want कि उनका बेटा DM बन जाए. तो लोग आते, like even now also, like a lot of people come from Bihar, and so that pressure is always there. But that time there hardly any option. Like in IIT, during our time, 50% people used to go abroad. Straight, you pass out, you go and go abroad. Roughly about 25% they used to go for MBA and all, and 25% to civil services.
Even now, engineers are maximum percentage, civil service. Like, most of them are from engineering background.
Day before yesterday result, 57% people are from 3 engineering colleges: IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, and IIT Kharagpur. 57%. Not, I'm talking about the entire list of 990 people. And in that 43% also, there will be 50% engineers from other engineering colleges. So still, see, for engineer, the choice is that either you go abroad, or if you are staying here, civil service. So simple reason, if I join as a engineer in BMRCL, where I am going to reach? At the most, I can become a general manager or chief general manager, or at the most executive director. So people who are going to stay in the country, they are not going to take engineering job. They will go in administration or management or.
Where is your BTech?
I'm from IIT Delhi. 1990 pass out.
Nobody from IIT Mumbai or BMRCL? Used to be the best.
No, still best IIT Mumbai, but maybe that they are too meritorious, so they all went to USA. they feel that why to struggle for IAS, because IAS is a very struggling part, or civil services. It did not happen in one attempt. Even the topper of this year,
Third attempt.
third attempt. So mine was second attempt. First attempt I got IPS. So it's a very torturous preparation.
You
And
got into the IPS.
yeah, first attempt I was in IPS, Madhya Pradesh cadre.
Father
Then
said no.
my father said nothing doing.
Yeah.
I was in telecom department at that time, so he told me either you are going to be telecom or take another attempt, because he was dead against police service. So he is no more. So that is the reason basically. Yeah, very good question. We have already called the tender. I called the tender about 4 or 5 months back, but I did not get response. Maybe that my expectation was very, very high in terms of rent. So the rent was very high and nobody participated. So now I have reduced by 50%, and tender is already out. So we are offering 1,50,000 square feet of commercial spaces.
So क्या होगा sir? Commercial मतलब what all will be there?
You get all sorts of
All kind of shops. You can start canteen, you can start coffee, pizza, grocery shop, vegetable vending, other than prohibited items. So
Is liquor prohibited? Pubs and all that?
see, if you are giving a paper ticket, it does not solve any purpose. What is the fun in having a paper ticket? I have given a better option to generate your QR code on the smartphone itself.
So token will be.
See, gradually your token will disappear, and everybody has to go on QR code, and gradually inside the room I am telling, even the smart card will be withdrawn. Everybody has to move to the common mobility card, but time is not ripe to go for those things. But paper ticket to we issue only in case when there is some rally of some political party and some lakhs and lakhs of people are coming, then only. Otherwise, yeah, we are planning to do some automatic ticketing machine that we'll see in near future. There you will get this paper ticket coming out, and then
Any planning for like group ticket, like if the family is 4 or 5?
already
people,
we have already issued the order. Minimum is 25. You can go up to any number.
But it's not
family, whether if our
No, but
family
now,
of 6 persons,
now, in a month time, we are going to give you the facility of multiple QR use with a single transaction. So, like I want to have like 6 family members are
Yeah,
going.
yes, yes.
So I'll just buy one transaction, and you will get only one QR code, and all the family member can do that. We are working on that. We are up to a maximum of 10. So you don't have to buy 10 tickets.
10 tickets. 10
Only
tokens.
one QR code will work for 10 times, or you can WhatsApp to your family members, and they can use their thing. But once the number 10 is counted, that QR code will stop working. So, but in the long run, the only 2 things which are going to be there is the QR code and a smart card. Token, automatically it will start coming down. More and more people, because who wants to go in queue, and but this automatic ticketing machine, we are working out on that.
So one good thing about BMRCL is like more women are employed, so right from, I mean, it could be outsourced.
We always promote. Not only, you will not believe that almost 35-40% of our drivers are women. And my thing is that they are much more sincere than the male workers. And even in civil engineering, we have a lot of women are coming, who are going and working at the site also, which was a very rare thing earlier. but they are coming everywhere. Like telecom में तो भरा हुआ है, like signaling and all those things. Lot of people. And see, one thing is that I told you, our work culture is very, very good. So even the women employee, they feel very, very safe, and we have zero tolerance policy on that. If I get complaint against any person, irrespective of his position, he will be kicked out of the organization.